Hello, everybody. I was sitting here in my room, and there have been a few news stories here lately came on um, that I've noticed uh, in our justice system and everything, and I think it's about time that somebody says something. This is going through my head right now, and I feel like it's important that I get out there. I'm up to here right now. So here's the top of my ear. I can wiggle my ear, make a little comedy at it because this is not going to be a funny video. Um, but I'm literally up to here with hearing about women, men, children, black, white, any other color, orientation, anything that falls under you being a freaking human being. I'm fed up with our justice system. I'm fed up with just bullshit. You got a murderer, you got a rapist. 9 times out of 10, it's the hardest time to catch a person like that in the act. You catch them after the act, they're there, they're at the scene of the crime, they are guilty right there and then. There's no questions asked about that, in my opinion. They're they're there. They committed the act. They were caught in the act, committing the act. There's no trial needed. Them doing what they did and getting caught, that's the trial. I am sick of this system we have set up. It does not work. It benefits nobody. It's not benefit. It's definitely not benefiting the innocent people who are being molested, murdered, raped. It goes on. The list goes on and on and on. Okay, these people are being caught, and there's no. I mean, they're caught doing it. They are caught doing it. They're guilty. So I'm fed up. I don't know how many other people out there feel the same way I do. Um, but it's time, people. We need to do something because our justice system is shit. It does not work. Police officers need to wake up and understand that if you go, I mean, we need a whole redo. We need a reboot of our system because it is not working. It does not work. There's no consequence for an action. There's no consequence. What's the consequence? Oh, I sit in a padded room. I get fed. I get health care. I get education. I might get beat up. I might get raped a little bit. Um, that's to me, it's not good enough. The punishment nowadays is not good enough. Child molester goes into a prison system. Yeah, he might get beat up. He might be raped a couple times. Granted, but see, that's art. See, that's something we're playing into. We're 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 abiding to that logic of it's okay for that to happen, knowing that he's a piece of shit. If you can get on the same line level as I am, understand this. This is how I feel. This is how I think it should work. In small steps. Okay? Not a lot of you are gonna like this. I understand that. It's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. If you're caught murdering somebody, or you caught right after murdering somebody, guess what? Murder. That means you killed somebody. You took a life. Guess what? That's death. Instant. Next day. No court, no trial, no jury, none of that shit. You did it. You want to say your prayer to God, you want to say your prayer to Allah, you want to say your prayer to whoever you praise, go right ahead. No last meal, no phone call, not shit. You just get hung. That's it. Don't cost that much. We don't waste electricity that way. And it serves a purpose. The purpose is you kill an innocent individual, you take a life of another human being. Let's go further. You take a life of another human being or animal in a violent act. Well, guess what? You get hung for that act. You don't get to speak your piece. You don't get you don't you get a night to sit in a fucking dark ass room. I mean, pitch black. And the only comfort you get is the cold floor. That's it. You wake up. You get your last rites to whatever Lord, God, whatever you serve. You get your moment of prayer. So you want to get your heart in the right place before you get that noose around your neck, we'll give you that. Everybody deserves that. But after that, you're done. No more. That's for murder. Okay? These people out here who rape, rape is a very difficult thing to punish. But I would say this, it can be punished. I think if you're a man and you rape a woman, then it's only fair now lot of people are not going to like this. A lot of people aren't gonna like this, but this is my kind of judgment. This is my judgment. This is nobody else's judgment. This is my opinion. This is my, those machines they make for women, the little automated machines. Pump in, pump out, pump in, pump out. Pick those guys up in one of those for about an hour. No lube, full penetration. Let it go. Let it go. Don't start off easy, because he didn't start off easy. Just let it go. And if he decides to rape somebody else after that happens, then you take his weapon away. It's as simple as that. You take it away. Every little bit. Snip. Take it away. That's not including probably about 20 or 30 years of jail time on top of that. Anybody who molests a child and it goes into murder, they get death. They get death. But I think it's only reasonable and only respectable that if it's not the parent in question, that uncle or grandparent or parent, if it's not the parent or family, they get an hour with that person in a room with no windows, without that person being able to defend themselves. They cannot kill that person. It will be very madely clear you are not to kill this person. You are only allowed to inflict pain on this person. Now, if they don't want to do that, then we will strictly go to death. And that's just if it's molestation, rape, and death. Now, if it's a molestation case, I think you get one offense and you take you take you take away their ability to have an urge. The urge doesn't come from the genitals. The urge comes from the brain. Most people doesn't realize that. Uh, I do, because I have a brain and I use my brain. I realize that. Most people like that. They have a part in their brain that kind of gets them thinking that way. You take that part of the brain out, they still have that thought or that feeling, then you move on to a further thing. That's not without the jail time. You still have jail time. I mean, for me, a person who molests a child, they should probably serve about 30 to 60 years in jail. And after they have that operation. When it comes to stealing and stuff like that, if somebody's stealing, I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna break it down to you. Somebody's stealing food, somebody's stealing clothes. They're stealing clothes just because they're stealing clothes, and they need to go to jail for a maximum to 15 to 20, or between 15. I'll be honest with you, 5 to 15 years in jail or probation. You notice I haven't said probation for any of the things before. That's because none of those people deserve probation. Once you're done with them, if they don't get the point, then they don't need to be here no longer, wasting our air, wasting our food supply, wasting our time. Thank you. But for stealing stuff like food and stuff like that, if you're stealing food, why don't instead we put that person in prison? Why don't we try to find that person a job, help them out, give them an opportunity to do good? They're stealing food because they can't afford food. Lighten head. Think about that. They're stealing food. What do you need food for? To survive, to live. If you're stealing shit like materials and shit like that, break it down to you. Like I said, 5 to 15 years. And that's it. All these back orders we have on the death penalty and stuff like that, the people were caught, and it's a definitely, see, I can't even say the word right, but it is a definitely that they committed the act of murder, rape, or molestation, then those things go into effect immediately. That means no hands down is a proven fact that they committed this act. I know that there are certain cases where a cop just needed to get a case solved. That shit's gotta fucking end. That's a part of our justice system right there, is because you get into a case, you're like, oh shit, we don't have an answer, we don't know what's gonna happen. That's gotta end. We gotta put a stop to that. Use common sense. What you police officers and detectives do not realize is the people you're going up against realize the systems in place, the tools in place, and they are using them against you. Against you. So if you get a call about a man beating his wife, and you show up and the woman's got a black eye and a broken arm, and she's like, I fell, you obviously know she did not fall and break and bust the eye vessels around her eye and break her arm. I mean, it's common sense. I know by law we have laws put in place, and we need to change these laws so that y'all can do your job effectively, because right now your arms are being bent and your arms are being broken in a sense to where you can't even do your job correctly. And that pisses me off. That lets me know that my government is not acting for you guys, which all you're trying to do is do your job. And there's a good bit of your brothers in your brotherhood that shouldn't be in that brotherhood because they're either crooked or corrupt. I know this for a fact because I just know this. This is just something I know. Um, and it saddens me because 9 times out of 10, most cops just want to do their job. They want to serve and protect. For the longest time, I wanted to be a cop. I wanted to serve and protect, but I knew in my heart of hearts that there was no way I could show up to a freaking house where a woman or a kid was messed up, and I had to put dude in the back of the squad car and take him down to the jailhouse. I couldn't just do that. That's why I couldn't do that. Call it cowardice, whatever you want to call it, but I know the law. I'd get in trouble, and then I wouldn't have a job. Even if I was really good at what I did, and I could get away with it, still wouldn't make it right. We need to make things right. We need to we need to bring consequence back to the forefront. These people, they don't see any consequence anymore for their actions. They don't care. Child molesters, they don't care. That's why there's so many out there. Because you arrest them and they're being told that what they're doing is okay because we're not giving them a severe enough punishment. When I was a child growing up and I got caught doing something wrong, I got spanked. Sometimes I had to go out into the yard, pick my switch out, and bring it back to my parent. They did not beat me on the legs, they did not beat me on the back, they didn't beat me on the neck, they didn't beat me on the head. They busted my butt. And it taught me a very valuable lesson, not to do what I did again. So I tried my best not to do that again, and to stay away from doing things like it. You see how simple that is? It's so simple to make people understand that if you commit an act and it's wrong, if the punishment is right, you will do your damnedest not to do it again. And that's where we've lost commonplace. Our punishments for these people are not severe enough. I'll give you a case. There was a guy caught in the act raping a person, unconscious woman. She was drunk, was using things up inside of her. Two men, very courageous, brave men, stopped him, caught him in the act, called the police. The guy was caught in the act doing it. He's not going to serve one bit of time. And this just came out a couple days ago where the judge ruled, oh, because he's in school, okay? He's in school. Ooh. We have lost our place, people. We have I live off of four principles. Okay? This kills me every day. Every day I wake up, I live off of these four principles. Honor, respect, justice, loyalty. Those four things. It's codes of conduct. And every day I wake up and I read a story where those codes are getting just, they're getting spit on, pissed on. What's the point of me holding these four codes of conduct? What's stopping me, an average citizen, with these four codes of conduct from going out and finding people like these people that I'm talking about? See, that's the moral morality that we're all facing today, is our justice system is not doing its job. So it makes you think, well, shit, well, what's the point in having a justice system if they're not going to, do what they're supposed to? But then they're being tied down because there are these groups out here that say, well, you know what, these people deserve rights. They're human beings too. They deserve a voice. What these people that I'm speaking of don't realize is the moment they stomped out that voice of innocence or life, they gave up that humanity in themselves. They gave up that right to have anybody fight for them. They gave it up. Those people that have died, those people who have lost their innocence, they didn't choose that. They didn't give that up. That was taken from them. So you might want to just, be all, oh, well, no, that's not right. But you're wrong. I'm here to tell you, you are dead mofo wrong. Those people don't deserve anybody to fight for them. They were caught in the act. They know what they did was wrong. They still did it. Those people who were acted upon and taken from, they did not choose that. I'm getting tired of you people out there fighting for these assholes. Why don't you start defending the people who actually deserve to be defended, like the people who fucking didn't ask for the shit? Defend the mother being beaten on the floor. You know there is a certain thing, uh, women, men, children, all races, they fall under once they're being beaten, and it's a syndrome that they fall on. I think this is something the justice system can look into because they know about it. I know they know about it. I know psychiatrists know about it. You relate to the person who has you in bondage. Think about that. Bondage can be anything. Slavery is a type of bondage, but look at it this way. A person in an abusive relationship getting beat down, that little bit of affection they get from that person that's beating them down, they get brainwashed. Okay? That goes for children, that goes for men, that goes for women, that goes for everybody. Once you're in a relationship like that, you're blind to what's going on. I think that if our enemy, if the evil at B evolves to realize that, then maybe the justice system and the people trying to do right needs to evolve as well and understand that sometimes whenever you walk into a situation like that, yeah, that woman's got a broken arm and a black eye, and she's going to say, hey, nah, he didn't do it, I fell. That obviously means that she is within that mental capacity. She just she the love that she does get from the asshole is good enough for her, but it doesn't make what he did to her in common sense terms right. So we need to make laws and we need to put things through to validate for this stuff so that our freaking police officers and our agents and our FBI agents can act. We need to evolve as a society. We need to evolve, period. We need to evolve our justice system. Like I've said in this video previously, we need to evolve all that, because what we are doing right now is just throwing people in a freaking jail cell and just saying, oh, well, maybe we'll change. That shit's not working. And innocent people are dying daily. And it's getting to a point to where I'm getting really sick of it. I'm just one person. I'm one. This needs to stop. We need to stop being nice to people who are not nice. We need to start being just. We need to bring that bit of justice back. There's that you want to call it the Wild West, man. They had a certain kind of justice system that just worked. They didn't have overfilled prisons. Weren't exactly perfect, but you know what? The person was caught murdering somebody. The next day they swung. We need to do away with the corrupt systems that we have in place that protect the rich. We need to do away with all these things. We need to get it back. We need to reboot everything. We need change. And the only thing that's going to have that make happen is if we just wake the hell up and do something about it. Until then, if something doesn't change soon, these people are just going to start winding up dead. Because one thing I've ever been taught in my life is action speaks louder than words. Words, like my words tonight, they're just words. They're just opinions. They're my opinions. They're my thoughts. They're my feelings. I think these people that I've spoken about, in the terms that I've spoken about them, this is what I think should happen. And tomorrow morning or today, whenever I get up, I'm going to make a call to my congressperson, and I'm going to go from there. If I have to start making protests and stuff like that, I'll do that, whatever means necessary, because frankly, I am so tired of seeing these assholes out here just get by with no punishment whatsoever. It baffles me that we allow so many people that have done wrong go unpunished when they've already committed the act. It saddens me. It's like, my dad, he was a good man. He passed away 3 years ago, and it's like, to me, I've seen other people. A person I consider an uncle named Preston, firefighter. He was a good man. My uncle Guy, good man. Uh, Um, so many good people, women alike too. Man, I can think of many more. All these good people dying when we got all these horrible, horrible monsters we allow to just live. And you got all these, like, they didn't die by people like that. Don't get me crossed. They died of natural causes. But it just affects me in such a way whenever I see it, just like tons of innocent people dying. But we have all these corrupt, bad people around us, and we just allow them to just keep living. We just pay for them to eat. We pay for their medical care. We pay for all this stuff. And you want to complain about illegal people being here? Really? You want to complain about Latin, Mexican people being in our country, yet you're not willing to stand up and complain about freaking rapists, murdering, molesting assholes sitting in jail cells, feeding off your dollars on a daily fucking basis? At least the freaking Mexicanos and Latin people are out there fucking working and earning their own shit. Half price, mind you. These assholes are sitting in a fucking jail cell doing nothing, wasting air. Think about that. You get all upset. All these people are jumping the borders. These motherfuckers didn't jump the border. They were fucking here, living amongst us. And now we're paying for them to live and eat. Shit. And they took somebody's life. They took somebody's innocence. We know this for a fact. I mean, don't get me off on a whole nother tangent because I'm not prepared for it. I'm not in the mood for it. I'm gonna get off here after I make this video. I'm gonna play some freaking Skyrim. I'm gonna go around and kill some fucking imaginary dragons and shit like that because I need to get away from reality that I have to wake up to tomorrow, knowing the fact that this asshole's probably gonna go to court. The one I'm talking about that I made that made me want to make this video is gonna go to court and he's gonna get put in jail and he's gonna sit there. Me, you, we're gonna have to pay for this asshole to eat because he cut his wife's head off while his two children were sitting in the next room. What's the justice in that? I don't see no justice in that. Now you want to take him out and you want to string him up and hang him. Cheers. I'm right there with you. I helped build it. You know, people say murder is a sin. I get that. I get that. As a Christian person, I'm supposed to be open to the fact of people giving their hearts to the Lord, giving their souls to the Lord, or they'll get that opportunity before they swing on that rope. I guarantee that. They'll get that opportunity to make right between whatever God, whatever they serve, they will get that opportunity. I do believe that, and I want that noted. And I said it before in my video, they should have the right to have their prayer or whatever it is. I just think it's sad that we've let it go this long. I mean, people, it's been like a month now, and I've seen so many stories that just it's time that we make a change, because it is too late. It is too late. We need to make a change now. If we don't do something now, then common day people are going to end up being the bad guys, and that's a sad fact.